Well, hello there. It's Leah from the Relax Gal Beauty channel, and I have a relaxer retouch update here for you. I got my hair relaxed today, and for once, I think in quite a while, I'm actually doing the recap on the day that I went to the salon. Before I get into my recap, I want to say welcome to those of you who are here for the very first time, and welcome back to those of you who have watched some of my videos before. I'm so glad that you're here and watching one of my videos. If you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. It's free, it's easy. You just hit the red subscribe button and voila, you are now going to see any of the new videos that I upload show up in your YouTube feed. Okay, so on to the relaxer touch-up. So this time around that I went, I was going at 10 weeks post. Typically I go 12 weeks. Last time though I went at 11 weeks, and this time I went at 10. It was basically because of travel and holidays that are coming up between myself and my stylist. And so going 12 weeks was just not going to work, and I was like, at some point I was going to have to go longer, and I didn't want to do that. My stylist though couldn't tell the difference. She couldn't tell the difference between me being 12 weeks post and me being 10, particularly this time around. So let me start from the get-go. Hair right now has been recovering from a hair setback where I had protein overload, a lot of hair breakage. My hair was just really dry. So I've been working to get it moisturized, to get it healthy, to get it back to what it had been before. And I feel like now I'm getting pretty close. So when it came to this last relaxer stretch, I had a few things that I was supposed to focus on. And one of those things was really amping up the moisture in my hair routine. And I was supposed to do that by co-washing more consistently, bagging my ends, I think it was like 2 or 3 times a week, and then also moisturizing and sealing my hair on a daily basis. I was also supposed to slowly reintroduce protein back into my hair regimen because I had pretty much completely taken it out. And then I was also supposed to be taking some hair vitamins because I have areas where there have been some hair breakage, and I wanted to help those areas grow quicker, better, back so that I can get my hair all back to one length again. When it comes to those areas, how did I actually end up doing? Well, when it comes to moisture, I was moisturizing and sealing daily. There were even days where I would come home from work and I would be exhausted and I'd be like, no, we've got to moisturize and seal before we go to bed. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. We've got to do it. So I would do it every single day. Also, when I would do that, there would be some nights where I would baggy my ends and really get them more moisturized. And then there were also some times where I would do my moisturizing and sealing, and I actually used a leave-in or moisturizer that had some protein in it. So when I really was looking at introducing some more protein into my regimen, it was supposed to be for products that I would like rinse out, not products that I would leave in my hair. But I felt like there were a couple of times where I just needed to have some protein. So there would probably be like, I think it was like one day during the week when I was moisturizing and sealing, I would go ahead and use a leave-in that had protein in it. And then I would also sometimes before, like the night before my wash day, I would still moisturize and seal, but I might use a product that had protein in it as well, just to kind of give a little more oomph to my hair before I started washing it. I did have one time where I did use a shampoo that had protein in it, but that was it, just the once. And then co-washing consistently. That really did not happen. Yeah, I co-washed a few times and then I kind of stopped. I don't know why. I really did it more towards the beginning of my relaxer stretch when I was working out more. Towards the end of my stretch, it just got kind of stressful in terms of work life. And I just didn't have the time. So I kind of felt like because I wasn't working out as much, I wasn't sweating as much on my scalp, was the extra manipulation to my hair during the week really worth it? I decided on some instances it wasn't, and in some instances I decided that it was. So yeah, it was kind of inconsistent with the co-washing. And then the hair vitamins. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was taking hair vitamins all during my stretch. I started taking the some hair vitamins from Mielle. Their hair gummies. These are so delicious. Like, oh my goodness, I couldn't wait to take them at night because they were just so yummy. But I did notice that as I was taking them, once I got around to like 6 weeks, I was like, there's a lot more new growth here than normal. It was kind of strange, but I figured it had to have been because of the hair vitamins that I was taking. After I finished those hair vitamins, it was like a 30-day supply. Then I've moved on to the Mane Choice. I think it's Metabolism hair vitamins. And so I'm seeing how those work for my hair and if I'm seeing the new growth coming in a lot quicker and thicker like I did with Maya. So coming up to my salon visit, I had noticed that my hair was starting to look and feel more smooth than it had been, but I was still not very happy with my ends. My ends were still feeling, and they still even feel this way, looking a little rough, a little dry, a little just fuzzy and not smooth like I prefer them to be and like they had been in the past. And I was just like at a loss of what I need to do. And I thought that, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to get any length that I retained, any length that I gained, I'm going to have to cut it off because these ends are just a hot mess. So funny thing is, like literally this morning, as I'm getting ready to go and I'm putting my hair in a ponytail, I'm like, well, my ends don't look as bad as they had been looking the past few weeks. I'm like, what the heck happened? I didn't put anything else different on them than I had been, but for some reason my ends were looking better. So I was like, okay, well, let's see what my stylist says when I get there. So she did a look over of my hair before she started basting my scalp, and she did say my hair felt a lot more moisturized than it had the last time I had been there, and that's great because I really have been focusing on the moisture. She said she didn't notice any additional breakage in any areas, but she did say, man, your new growth is thick. She was like pretty surprised at how thick it was. And so she was like, well, your hair's thickening up. And I was like, yeah, because I've been taking hair vitamins. So then she based my scalp, applied the relaxer. We actually did slight corrective relaxer too. Just because I had told her I tried some air drying and my hair was just like really curly when it dried. And I was like, that just seemed weird. Like I know I have texture in my hair. I expect it, but that was more texture than I felt like I should have had. So for corrective relaxer, what she did is after she relaxed the hair, my new growth, and then she rinsed that out. Then what she did is when my hair was wet before she shampooed it, she took some relaxer and just kind of ran it through my hair in like sections. And then she did like the bottom section and then rinsed it out and only had the relaxer in for like 2 minutes, then rinsed it out. And then she did the top layer again, had it in for 2 minutes and rinsed it out. And after she did that, she said she felt like the texture was a lot looser than it had been and looked a lot better and seemed easier for her to like manipulate. She didn't have issues with it before, but she was like, it was just easier than it was previously. So then she shampooed me, deep conditioned me, and then blow dried my hair. And here's the result. My hair actually has a bit of movement in it, which is nice because it really hasn't had much movement the past couple of weeks, and that's probably just how I've been styling my hair. My hair also looks a lot thicker than it had been. It looks healthier. I will say that my ends, I'm still not happy with them. I decided not to get a trim this time. Sheena looked at my ends and decided like they're okay. I just need to like baby them and take care of them. And hopefully won't have any more issues and I'll be able to get them to soften up some more. And then hopefully be smooth like I had hoped. So I feel like after this touch-up, I am so much closer to having my hair back than ever. And it's great because I was actually, this past week, it's been kind of like, I don't know, I've just been kind of reminiscing about my hair, like how it used to be before I had this whole setback, about how smooth my hair would get, how easy it was to take care of, how good it looked, how confident I felt about my hair. And I just hadn't been feeling that way the past few weeks. It's kind of been hard to style my hair because there's so many different lengths because of the breakage. So it's hard to do certain styles that I used to be able to do because the hair just isn't all the same length. My ponytails look like anemic because the hair underneath here is a bit shorter than the hair at the top. So it just, my ponytails just don't look thick. So it's like my hair will look thicker up here, but it'll look really thin down at the ends. And it's just been like, ugh. Now seeing what the result is, seeing that it's not as bad, that it's actually getting better, I feel good. about my hair at this point. I don't feel great, but I feel good and I feel like we're making some progress. My next relaxer touch-up is going to be 12 weeks unless something comes up and doesn't allow me to do that. But what I am going to do is continue with what I have been doing. I'm going to continue to focus on moisture. I'm going to be moisturizing and sealing daily unless there's some days where my hair doesn't feel like it needs it. Then, I won't moisturize and seal. I am definitely going to baggy my ends still every few nights a week. I'm going to co-wash consistently, or at least going to try. We shall see how that goes. And I'm going to continue to use protein or use products with protein in them every now and again if I feel like my hair is needing it. And I'm also going to continue to take the Mane Choice hair vitamins and see how my hair looks after I'm done with that bottle. And as I get nearer to the end of that bottle, I'm going to take a look and see, do I want to go back to the Mielle hair gummies, or do I want to stay with the Mane Choice hair vitamins? And so I'll kind of determine which one I seem to like better and seems to be getting the better results for me, and then probably continue to take one of them until I get my hair back to where I'm like, okay, we're good. Let's just maintain this. So also, I'm still trying to finalize my hair regimen. I've basically figured out what my leave-ins and moisturizers are. I know what my sealants are. I know what my co-wash is. I know what my deep conditioner is. I know what my top conditioners I want to use every now and again on my hair. The one thing that I don't know yet is the shampoo. So I've been trying out multiple shampoos. I've got some reviews up on some of the shampoos that I've been using that you can check out, and I will link down below, but still trying to find that good shampoo for me. So hopefully I will figure that out soon, and once I do have the shampoo figured out, then it'll be time for me to unveil my new hair regimen, which I've been wanting to do for months, but this whole shampoo thing's got me totally held up. Okay, so I think that's it when it comes to my hair update. Overall, my relaxer touch-up went really well. My hair seems to be in a pretty good spot. Hopefully I can get it to continue to improve and look even better and be back to how it was like 2 years ago. And then, I'll also be working on finishing up my hair regimen and sharing that with you guys. So enough about me. If you've had a relaxer retouch anytime recently, please go ahead and share your story, share your update in the comments down below. Love to hear about it. What products work for you? What techniques work for you? What did you and your stylist discuss? If you use a stylist, what did you discover about your hair during your last touch-up? And even also give some information about your last relax stretch. Like, how did that go? What did you learn? What works for you? What doesn't work for you? I love it when you guys share because not only am I getting ideas, but you're also sharing them and giving ideas to others as well. Before you go, if you're not a subscriber, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button. And go ahead and also like this video, share this video, and come back and watch more videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next one.